He took bread and blessed it and broke it and gave it. Took, blessed, broke, gave. When it comes to the Last Supper, in that simple little meal of bread and wine, we find power, real power, God's power. Within 12 hours, he would surrender himself. And so, he gathered his 12 apostles around him, and in the most profound way, he gave them the whole meaning of his death. He declared that there would now be a new covenant, ratified by his sacrificial death. He said, "This is my body, given for you." He did not say, "This represents," or "This symbolizes my body." Instead, he said, "This is my body." His was a body that would be broken by his passion. Then, taking the wine into his hands, he said, "Drink this, all of you, for this is my blood." By doing so, in an unbloody way, he was setting before them his death, which would happen on the following afternoon. And to do so, he took bread and blessed it and broke it and gave it. These simple actions of taking and blessing and breaking and giving, they remind us of what Jesus has done for us. He was taken out of the world. Just a few days before this meal, Jesus came into Jerusalem to shouts of praise. "Hosanna in the highest," the crowd sang. He was at the height of his popularity. But Jesus was about to be taken out of that world. But he was not just taken, he was blessed too. He was blessed by the Father. During the Last Supper, Jesus asked the Father to strengthen him, to bless him, and indeed he was. Throughout the meal, Jesus used the word Father 45 times. And addressing the Father, he said, "Give glory to your Son, so that your Son may give glory to you." And how did Jesus give the Father glory? By being broken. His body would be broken all over Calvary the next day. No greater love one has than to lay down one's life for your friends. Even as his body was being broken, he was speaking words of love. "Forgive them, Father. This day you will be with me in paradise." In his brokenness, because he was broken, he gives. He gives forgiveness, and he gives paradise. He took bread. He blessed bread. He broke bread. and he gave bread. The Last Supper was the first Mass, and every Mass gives to us the very pattern of the life of Jesus, a pattern of taking and blessing and breaking and giving. But what about you? Are you still in the world of trying to be popular, of being a bully, of drinking and drugs and sex? Or do you need to be taken out of it? Do you realize how blessed you are? How God desires to bless you just as Jesus blessed that bread? That he wants to bless you with goodness and modesty and chastity? Have you been broken by life yet? Have you experienced death or sickness? Have you experienced hardship in any way? Do you realize that it happened to Jesus too? That in order for him to be given to others, he was first taken, blessed, and broken. At that Last Supper, Jesus gave us the very meaning of life. That we are taken, blessed, broken, and given. Taken, blessed, broken, given. It's the way to joy and peace and happiness and eternal life.